Pila. It is calm, it is peaceful, it is proud, it is holy, it is happy, it is serene, it's alive, it is warm, it is friendly, it has harmony, it is legendary, it is our history. Not very far from Metro Manila, only 80 kilometers or just about a 2-hour drive from the city, is the calm and serene town of Pila, a town full of history and landmarks. Situated in the heart of Laguna, Pila is no doubt rich in culture. Moreover, what this town is proud of is its heritage houses. Indeed, the municipality is a complete representation of a living Spanish colonial town. It has withstood the test of time. Now join me as I venture into the scenic land of world-class architecture. Welcome to Pila, or maligayang pagdating sa bayang pinagpala. The southern shoreline of Laguna Bay, where the town of Pila is situated, has long been recognized as a center of culture and trade as early as the Philippines pre-Hispanic period. Reference to the town of Pila first appeared in Spanish records in 1575. It was conferred the honorable title La Noble Villa de Pila in recognition of its people's refined manners and customs. Having survived natural calamities and armed conflicts through the centuries, Pila remains the only town in Laguna to have successfully preserved its colonial Spanish heritage in town planning and development. On May 17, 2000, Pila's town center was fittingly declared by the National Historical Institute as a National Historical Landmark.
So during the World War II, imagine, that's why they call it Pinagpala, right?
Yeah, bayang
Pinagpala. Why? Because of the World War II. So Santa Cruz, Laguna, and even other places in or municipality in Laguna, they were totally destroyed. But they found out that Pila is not. Okay, so that's why people there, or the family plus the political officials, all they help each other in order to preserve the the heritage houses.
Visiting Pila will definitely bring you back in time. So what does these heritage houses symbolizes for a small town in Laguna?
You know, Pila has always been that very simple town. Doesn't need much money, doesn't need much development in order to survive. You know, it's like you're living in a very very simple place. Okay, at the same time people are catching up with development, and people are still trying to preserve. Pila has that ability to mix development and at the same time culture, heritage. That is good about it's a good thing about Pila.
Okay, these heritage houses are very significant. Well, because number one, they are the products of the craftsmanship, the ingenuity of their builders, of our ancestors. So actually, because they still remain to this day, still extant, although in different states of preservation, we still value them because they are our architectural legacies from the past. Most of the houses in Pila actually would be dating from the early 1900s to before the Second World War. So that's what's make them very significant. Some of them have been done in the chalet or chalet, chalet style of architecture.
So ngayon ay papasukin na po natin ang bahay ng samahan ninyo.
Yeah, if you try to look at the typical Spanish house, the idea is it's more of the two-story blocked. Okay, normally they do have tiles also at front, but the windows, if you're going to see European architecture, have a tendency to be smaller with balconies. In the case of Philippine architecture, you're going to see the basic structure of a large first floor made of stone, And then the second floor will be made entirely of wood. And then you have several windows all over the place.
Isa ang bahay nito ay napaano lang sa amin, kagaya ng, sinasabi ko sa'yo, malapit na yung mami ng husband ko, malapit sa kanila, sa lolo't lola, nag-aalaga nito, tagapanahipan ng ng mga sofa, yung mga ganon. So hanggang nawala na sila, yung mga anak nun, syempre naging kakilala yung asawa ko kasi maghalos magkaka-age lang sila. So parang hanggang ako'y nakapag-asawa, kasi ako din ay lumaki sa mga apo ng lola at lolo. Ako nag-alaga ng mga anak nun. So, parang family friend. Ang lolo at lola, pangalan ay si Dr. Chodoro Alaba. Kauna-unahang doktor dito ng Pila sa pagkakalam ko. Tapos siya din yung kauna-unahang mayor, naging mayor dito. So, ang wife niya ay si Solita Agra. Posisyon ko, kami yung tagapag-alaga. Kung ano yung mga dapat iayos, yung i-report doon sa may-ari nito. Tapos, maintenance. Kami na din kung nag-maintenance. Kung may shooting, kung may nag-i-employ. Kasi kadalasan itong bahay na ito, yung pinukuha sa shooting. Ito na lang yung kay Julina.
Sige, Jolina, dito ba sa labs kasi?
Ito yung magandang kwarto dito. Kasi, dalawang bed, tsaka malapit na sa hugasan, rico, tsaka pwede ka na kumatok sa kabilang kwarto at sa kabilang kwarto. Ito kasi master bedroom ng mag-asawa dati. Okay naman siya, tahimik. So, minsan meron kang may naririnig na siyempre mga sinasabi nila daw yung mga ninuno na bumabalik-balik na hindi nila may iwanan dahil natira yung mga gamit nila nandito. So, yun naman lang. Pero matahimik. Tahimik at siguro parang mabait din sila sa amin kasi siyempre tagapag-alaga ng mga bahay at gamit nila.
Si Rosaline, kaibigan ko yan. Lagi nila akong inimbitahan dito kapag may handaan. Parang siya na yung may-ari ng bahay.
Nadalaw sila ang naglilinis, Opo, at parang bahay na ako na gusto, komportable na ako dito. Parang talagang ang sinasabi niya na, ang alagaan niyo na para sarili niyo ng bahay kasi kayo nakatira dyan. Pangalan nila ni Lolo Doro at saka ni Lula Solita. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong pagdalo dito sa ancestral house. Upang sa ganun nakikita niyo pa rin kung paano pinipreserve yung mga lumang kagamitan at ang bahay na ito.
So the cultural heritage houses, especially in Pila, so it has a great impact to the family. First and foremost, the privacy. That's why they left the original house and they are living now in different places. Okay, yeah, because they want to preserve what is the original. Okay, and at the same time, culturally speaking, when you talk about the the so-called villa, because Pila is considered as a villa. So if you are living in around the villa, they call it the plaza complex. Definitely, you are somebody or you are powerful.
Now let's explore Pila's White House.
Ang unang nagmay-ari sa bahay na ito ay si Jose Agra. Yun ang siyang may-ari. Tapos si Jose Agra ay may anak sa si Cesar Agra, minamana ito. Yun naman si Cesar Agra, nakapag-asawa kay Gloria Villanueva, nga may tatlo din silang anak, minamana naman at patay na sila. Yan na si Lorna Agra, abo. Lorna Agra na naging Lorna abo. Itong bahay na ito ay nakita ko, ayon sa nakita ko sa pinakahuling picture, pinakaluma, October 26, 1926 ang bahay nito. Nung nandito pang pamilya ko, kami dito nakatira. Sumuwi sila sa amin.
Paano niyo po siya pinapangalagaan? Ano pong ginagawa niyo sa bahay? Tinitingnan.
Ang ginagawa ko parang tunay na sariling bahay. Kung dapat magwalis, magwalis. Dapat kung pupunasan. Maliban kung nandito sila at pamagpalinis talaga.
So, bali po ngayon, araw-araw kayo na andito. Dito po kayo natutulog.
Ito talaga ang bahay ko. Dito talaga ako. Ako talaga nakatira dito. Ako namumhala. Dito ako natutulog. Dito ako kumakain.
Mula na nakilala ko yan si Sam, dyan ay nakatira sa White House. Isang pamangkin ko yan, dating sundalo, ngayon umuwi na sa amin. Ngayon nasiwa na sa Pila, sa White House.
Well, for those people or for those family members that choose to stay in their ancestral homes, probably it's because they still take pride of having their ancestral homes despite of the era that was considered before. Okay, but those family members who choose to abandon the ancestral homes, that is because they don't feel anymore the pride of having an ancestral house, and also for practical reasons. You see, if your house is considered a historical landmark, you cannot alter that, you cannot touch that. Okay, you will be penalized by the law. So it's not really practical. It's not really practical for some members to stay in an ancestral house. It's because the law prohibits touching it, prohibits altering it or modifying any ancestral houses which are considered national historical landmarks.
So, how have these heritage houses affected the families who own it?
Culturally speaking, in my opinion, these heritage houses should have a significant impact on the families who own them, as they should feel a sense of pride in their past, and maintaining the houses in their original condition will keep their culture alive.
What can be done to prolong the existence of these heritage houses, aside from the process of preservation?
Well, aside from the process of preservation, actual architectural preservation, there is such a thing as fiscal and legislative measures. Okay, so legislative measures will be coming up with maybe a board resolution, a municipal resolution, provincial resolution, or maybe a national resolution to declare a certain area as protected or as a heritage zone. So that means any building inside the protected heritage zone should be preserved for posterity, and also that is for legislative. No, for legislative, you can include that declarative. It can declare a certain area as protected. At the same time, it can impose penal sanction.
So now we're going to interview a municipal tourism officer in regards to their efforts of preserving the heritage houses. Let's go.
In the preservation and restoration of all the ancestral houses, isa to sa kumagayaman ng Pila sa ngayon na dapat namin pangalagaan. And luckily, from the previous administration, there are no ordinances na para mapangalagaan itong mga bahay na to. But ngayon, nagkakaisa ang mga municipal councilors na dapat magkaroon na ng isang ordinansa to preserve the ancestral houses, and if there will be restoration, dapat umayon pa rin doon sa dati niyang arkitektura or sa dati niyang design para naman mapanatili yung pagiging heritage town ng Pila.
So what advices can we give to the homeowners of these heritage houses?
First and foremost, do not destroy what is in the house, because it talks about history, it talks about memories, it talks about other things, it talks about the culture, not only of Pila, but the entire Filipino, or the entire Filipino island. So that's it means they should find more documents, more artifacts, more memorabilia in order to not only to brag, but to lift up the entire place of Pila.
Of course, Again, it is maintenance. You should maintain your house, and then if you maintain your house, you restore it. Maybe one thing that you can do is to share what you have. You can open your house. Maybe it can be part of a Pila walking tour. So you open your house, no, to this new generation, to your generation, so that they can also appreciate what we had in the past, our architectural legacy.
Most of our towns would be lucky to reach back in the Spanish era for its history. But no doubt with Pila, its history reached much farther than that. As I end my quest in investigating, I came into a realization that the preservation of these ancestral houses will help to promote tourism not only from within, but also from outside of the country, and will definitely draw many visitors, both near and far, to see the beauty and craftsmanship of what we may think of a less modern era, and may somehow tell a story of how people of Pila survived through the years, and how rich the cultural heritage not only of the Pileños, but also of the Filipino people. Centuries may have passed, but the legacy of such a distinguished past is no less or felt than in this blessed town called Bayang Pinagpala. This is Nathan Sison, and this is Pila.